afternoon. It is 12:02 p.m. Happy Monday, May the 3rd. We are in Penticton on Highway 97. Just leaving home. Felt so good having a long weekend. Got home Friday at around 5:30 or so, 5:36. 5:30 or 6 p.m. Got home Friday 6 p.m. All the Saturday off, all the Sunday off. And then Monday morning off. Definitely felt good. Headed north to Williams Lake.
In 700 meters, turn left on Highway 97.
Winnebago. So we're gonna do the same run we did, was it last week? The one where we took the connector, Merritt, Ashcroft. So if you want to see the route I'm taking today, go hit that video from a week ago. Yellow while I was in the intersection, we just take the intersection real nice and slow. Because the trailer will go across the white broken line. So I gotta make sure there's nobody beside me that I'm gonna run over their trunk or hood. It's a bit of a cloudy day today. I'm so happy the weekend ended up with a nice sunny day and we enjoyed looking at some RVs. It's completely impulse. And it worked out just beautiful. So yeah, we'll be empty all the way to Williams Lake. I'll be about 6.5 hours of actual drive time. I gotta get fuel somewhere. Where are we gonna get fuel? I don't know. For sure not before Midway. Or not Merritt. I'll decide at Merritt. We might end up fueling up in Cache Creek like we did last time. Okay, keep the trailer off the curb. Pretty good job there. Everybody's doing 70 here already, if not 80 or 90. By the light, everybody's doing 100, if not 120. Around the corner, Okanagan Lake. this a nice long take. I always skip sections here coming along Okanagan Lake, so let's do something a little different. Hopefully you guys don't get bored of this video, but this is going to be a solid video all the way from Penticton to Peachland where the connector starts. So we'll take 97. Well, it looks like it's a CVSE officer has got a cube van pulled over. They're doing a blitz this week, so makes sense. But yeah, let's make this a one take, a long one take. I'll still have to edit it, glue the sections together, but I won't have to worry about fading in, fading out, and all that stuff. Let's give this biker lots of room since there's nobody beside us. And as you may noticed, I only took half the lane. Whenever I do that, I have learned to take both lanes. I never move all the way over. Too many times a car has gone on the right hand side when I was giving someone else room. So it is just better for me to only give half a lane to the person on the side of the road. If it's a broken down car or a bike or pedestrian, half a lane, block both lanes. Cars aren't tempted to cut in there and almost hit the bike on the side of the shoulder. All these parks along the lake are open now. I was doing the pre-trip there. My friend from Wally World came over and said hi. Had a nice chat. He's doing pretty good, enjoying life. Talked about current events, you know, that stuff. The bluff to our left here, it's really silty sand. Very silty, sandy, clayey. More sandy than clay, but definitely very silty. Makes them fairly stable bluffs. You don't get a lot of landslides, but every now and then a big chunk falls off. We don't get a lot of rainfall here, but if we always get a lot of rainfall, that's when those cliffs are in danger. The lake is just so calm today. Yesterday pretty much started, let's go out for an ice cream, go for a drive. Our intention was to drive south. And then Jess brought up, hey, there's an RV place in Summerland. We should go check it out. It's like, okay. Came over here and realized, right, everything is fenced off and everything is closed. So we can't really look at any of these RVs. Summerland RV Center. We'll probably come back here during the week next week. So I went on Google Maps and looked at different RV places, and it's like, hey, there's one in West Kelowna that's open today on Sunday. Could you just go check it out? Sure. Drove down all the way to West Kelowna. We just wanted to do a Sunday drive and look at blooming orchards and stuff. I couldn't care about getting out on a weekend because I see this every day. But, you know, poor Jess, she's she's at home. She can go for walks during the week, but doesn't get out and see any of this during the week. So it's only fair to go for a nice little drive on a Saturday or a Sunday, so she gets to see a little bit of the world too. It kind of sucks being locked up every day for a year now. I'm pretty lucky in that aspect. But yeah, we went to the West Kelowna, went through some of those RVs. Well, I guess you guys saw a video of that yesterday. So I don't know why I'm telling you. But basically, I think we've kind of settled on an RV, the length of about 30 feet, give or take. 28 to 32 feet in that range. Haven't settled on anything else yet. We're Class C and about 30 feet long. That's about how much we've limited it down, so at least we've got to start now. We've been researching a lot online, and now that we've gone through RVs and kind of got a feel of how much space this size of RV would be, kind of have a good idea of what we want to go for. Upper portion of Summerland. Just where we ended up having ice cream, the Dairy Queen there. Well, shoot, I hadn't thought of that. The battery's not fully charged on the camera. Will it last all the way to Peachland? If it doesn't, I will plug in the camera and hopefully we don't pick a bunch of static. The microphone clicks in really nicely now, so it kind of fell apart last week and realized some things weren't clicked in, so maybe it won't do the static thing. Keep our fingers crossed. Maybe the batteries will last long enough. But I recorded video yesterday with the RV thing and didn't charge the battery after that. Summerland's a beautiful city, very green, fairly large city, not like a A&W Walmart save on food size of city, a smaller city than that. But it's a beautiful small city. No, don't listen to the GPS. Speed limit is not 80 here. Don't do 80. Stick to the 70. Every now and then my brain turns off and I listen to the GPS. Almost had that instinct. I was like, no, don't speed up. Don't speed up. Development going on up there, straight ahead of us on top of the hill there, or halfway up the hill. A lot of heavy equipment. again. It was way higher up. Construction ahead. 70 kilometers, okay. Engine brakes on full. Up ahead. They were doing 111. Doing 111, the sign caught them. Hey, look, it's my truck. Different color, but have my radio on. And to be fair to that car using 111, I was still speeding too. I was getting through the speed limit, but it takes a little bit longer than the signs to get to it unless you want to use a lot of brake. But people tend to do 120 on this highway. That's not even true. Faster than that. People go faster than that. Good spot to park your RV for the day. Like they're working on barriers, installing maybe rockfall barriers, or maybe they're putting barriers in the center median. Yeah, they're putting barriers in the center median. Yeah, quite a few head-on collisions down this highway, so they've been talking about putting center median barriers down this highway. So it looks like they're finally doing it. Why can't we exit here? Doesn't make any sense. What if you live down that little road? Bighorn sheep. I'm pretty sure I see them. I don't know if you guys will see them, but they're going to be on the left-hand side. On the bottom, there's a rock. Never mind. Just a rock. Just a rock. The bighorn sheep were all over here yesterday, so let's keep an eye out on them for them. Turn that down. Not bighorn sheep, bighorn. No, mountain goats. That's what we saw a bunch of mountain goats here yesterday. Bighorn mountain sheep are the brown ones that blend right in. The white ones are the mountain goats. And now we're gonna, 4-lane ends, and then we go down right onto the water again. I love the sections where you drive right on the lake. The lake is actually really low. I've never seen the lake this low in spring. I mean, I've only lived here, what, 15-ish years? But in the last 15 years, I don't think I've ever seen the lake this low in spring. Water. The first beach you see is Hardy Beach. Hardy Beach? Hardy Falls, Antler Beach. Oh boy, it's a Monday, huh? Okay, Antler Beach, Hardy Falls is the creek. Go down the creek and there's a Hardy Falls. Hardy Falls is just not the same as it used to be since the big rock slide. Plans to 4-lane this and connect it to the connector. If you're scared of heights, you would feel uncomfortable driving on some of these roads. I mean, this road's pretty wide, but some of them are really narrow and straight down to the lake. I imagine some people would be nervous about the heights. Peachland. Antler Beach. I guess it's Antlers Beach. You see the blue dock going out into the water? Normally this time of year, the water is higher than the top of the dock. connectors along the edge of the lake over here as well, because it seems like every winter at least one car drives down into the water. Here's a Sutco chip truck. Right in front of us on that hill in the background, that's where we're going. You'll see a line halfway up that hill, that's where the connector highway's on. And my battery is now flashing, so I am going to plug that in. Just a cigarette lighter plug-in over here. Click that in. So hopefully we don't have a bunch of static right now. The video is almost over anyway, so unless you want me to keep recording at least partway up the connector. If it's really staticky, sorry guys. Thanks for watching, and I'm okay if you guys bail out right now. Really appreciate if you made it this far. But we're gonna keep recording and hoping that the microphone, since I've rebuilt the thing now from nothing to, hopefully it's not picking up all the static. Downtown Peachland would have been on the left turn off there. It's a beautiful little drive down the road there. Basically the old highway. Beautiful little community. I don't know if it's considered a town or a city. If it's a city, it's a very small city. Lots of bats over here. It's pretty cool to come over here at night and just see and hear all the bats flying around you. Oh, there come more barriers. Same truck company. You know where those are going. bunch of climbing. Basically, we drive to the top of a mountain. Every now and then on the right hand side down the cliff you'll see part of the old highway. It's way down there, a lot more curvier, probably steeper sections. There's some houses down there, so the highway's still active. It just doesn't go all the way through anymore. You have to go to the top and then backtrack down it. That's where we're going. One last view of Okanagan Lake.
Okay. Did you copy that down?
And we're on the connector highway. Highway 97C from Peachland to, well, it's not the connector highway all the way to Merritt. The connector is technically the highway from Highway 97 to Highway 5, what is it, 5A or 5, I think, something like that. That's what it connects. Speed limit's 110 kilometers an hour here. My truck can do 105. Why is that all it can do? Because it's computer limited, speed limited. Because legally, to to run these trucks in Ontario and Quebec, they have to be speed limited, which is perfectly fine with me. Really don't want to bring the truck much higher than this. I would do 110 like in the US, where it's like completely flat open highway. I would do the 70 miles per hour. But it's not very often I run those highways, and 5 kilometers an hour is not going to make that much of a difference. And of course, as soon as we get up to the speed, the truck whistles a lot more. Feels like I'm hitting hard wind. It doesn't look windy, but it feels like I'm all of a sudden driving into wind. I'm getting buffeted all over the place. I bet you it's because I got a big square hood now. I feel the wind more than I did with the slanted hood truck. Not as aerodynamic. For a bit, but we went down a bit again and up and down. Now it's just up. If the cars are picking up that much dust. This is a U-turn route. If you turn off over here, you can actually drive underneath the road and come up the other side. Enough people take the wrong way here that they had to build in a U-turn route just a little way down the road. People go, wait, because it's a bit of a tricky turn off there. I didn't want to go up this way, I wanted to go down south, so tourists often accidentally come onto the connector, and they've got a U-turn route there so that way you can turn around and head back down. Hauling up the mountain, and we're down to 95 kilometers per hour. And that's empty. Fully loaded, we would be going probably around 40, 45 kilometers an hour, there somewhere. getting a really light drizzle. What is the temperature? It's 14 degrees Celsius. Live stream on the weekend, some of you guys were getting snow in the northern hemisphere. You guys were getting snow in May. It looked really beautiful from the photos you guys shared, but in May, come on, snow is done. Having said this, is this snow? Is it a light drizzle or is it a light snowfall that's just melting as it hits? This is one of those, if you ever accidentally don't read the exit only sign, it'll follow you right back onto the road. So you're fine if you accidentally exit over here. Probably don't even have to slow down. I guess there's people parked in there all the time, so you should probably slow down. Alright, it says exit 50 kilometers. Most likely that pickup's going to get up to speed before their lane ends, but we'll go over here anyway. I was wrong. They did not get up to speed before the end of their lane, and I need to be over here for them to continue at the speed they're going. Climbing. The truck has managed to work its way up to 100 kilometers per hour. Well, technically 99 kilometers per hour. Oh, now 98. Okay, you don't want a commentary about my exact speed. Coming up on the left-hand side is Breanda Mine. Can't really see anything of the mine other than there's a huge man-made hill on the right, on the left-hand side. Well, man-made mountain. I'm surprised they didn't plant trees on that man-made mountain. It's all grass, but no trees on it. Planted trees on it, it would blend in pretty well. And it's not a current mine, nobody's mining there, it's just an old mine. There goes the pickup. And a bit steeper again, we're losing a bunch of speed. Plus 12 degrees, so it's cooling off as we're climbing. I can just smell the smoke in the air, the burnt brakes. Whoops. Better to go slow up this hill. Some of those little four bangers struggle up this hill, so nothing wrong with being slow up this hill if your car. That's the big man-made hill right in front of us. Lots of snow on it still. See, it's man-made because it's got a dead straight line. All the snow on it kind of blends in with the clouds. I've given us enough time to get to our destination tonight. Should be able to arrive around 7:30. I have to be there by 8. Well, actually before 8. Because I have to do post-trip and pre-trip, so you got to add at least a solid 20 to 30 minutes extra in there. So I think the timing of it will be pretty good. I have a hard appointment at 6 a.m. So it's better to arrive a little bit early. And I have to have 10 hours off overnight because we're headed to the U.S. What route we take back to the U.S. Not sure where they will have me crossing. Probably I'll still use, but maybe it's going to be Laurier. We'll find out. I'm going to guess the Soyuz, which means we will return the same route through Spence's Bridge and down through Princeton, all that stuff. So I've got a video of all that a week ago as well. outside. Turn the heat on instead of the vent. Decided I'm not going to fuel up in Merritt. We're for sure going to push to Cache Creek. He's pushing pretty hard for biking up this mountain. If he's pushing that hard near the top of the hill, good practice. High elevation. People come here to practice for Ironmans and bike races because practice in the high altitude. Starting to flatten out. That's snow. That's definitely snow. It's snowing here. Plus 5 degrees Celsius. Definitely snowing. I think you guys can see the flakes, but it's snowing quite good. It's fine, but it's snowing. There's lots of snow. 4 degrees Celsius. Wind turbines are all going. Snowfall up here. With a hard wind, it could turn into a snowstorm. Expecting that. I mean, I was talking about snow, but I didn't think there'd be this much snowfall up here. It was beautiful. I walked in short sleeve and shorts to the truck. It was a beautiful morning in Penticton. Creek Road, but the actual creek is Penticton Creek. little bit funny. And we're high enough up that the sun wants to shine through the clouds, but it's all just snowing. Celsius. Sunset Main Road. Summit is bigger than or higher than the Sunset Summit over here or not, but there's a couple of summits over here. I'm not sure which one's the highest. Where the actual top of this highway is. I don't know, maybe there's a sign that says Summit somewhere. I think there is. So it must not be all the way to the top yet. But you can kind of see why I consider this a bit of a boring highway, because it's just a 4-lane highway through trees. Compared to driving along the lake in the earlier section of the video. I think we can all admit the first 20 minutes of the video was much prettier than this section of the video. But every now and then I like to give you guys a real feel to trucking. A full hour of this is what it actually it feels like. No cuts, just a big long one take. That way you get the sections that I consider boring, even though you guys find really interesting. Celsius. Gas station now open. There's a gas station up here. What? There's signs all over the place. Elkhart gas station. Huh. Just a gas station up here in the middle of nowhere. I wonder how that's going to do. You're not going to have a regular locals coming and fueling up. That is interesting. I don't see that being a very good business plan. You will have a couple of people that didn't plan ahead, a couple of tourists that go, oh, we're low on fuel, we should fuel up here. That's about it. go pull over and check our brakes. Even though we're empty, we gotta pull over, stop, check our brakes, mark it in our logbook. All cart brake check. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like these one takes every now and then. I like mixing it up. Every now and then I have all these clips of 10 minutes long, 10, 5, 15 minute long clips put together. Other times, huge long one take. Mixes it up. I know some of you guys prefer these videos, some of you guys prefer the other videos. I like mixing it up, depending on what mood I'm in. Hopefully the audio was alright. So thank you guys for watching. Super appreciate it if you made it all the way through the boring section. And also thank you to all the new subscribers. You guys keep just ticking up those numbers, so I super appreciate that. It's pretty cool seeing the number going up, so thank you. I'm out of here. You guys absolutely rock it.